So I think this might be one of the first times that we're happy to be lied to from a company about a game. And y'all know which one I'm talking about. Animal Crossing New Horizons was a hit in 2020 and beyond. Went on to be the second best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch behind Mario Kart. They told us when it first came out, hey, we're going to support this game for 2 years, and then we got to go work on something else. But in 2021, they said, yeah, this is going to be the last big full update. So have fun, guys. But we found out a couple days ago that that's a lie, because they just announced a 3.0 update on top of a Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade. So I'm here to talk about how I feel about that. I've been seeing a lot of chatter online, a lot of people feeling a certain way, and I got my thoughts on it, but also my thoughts on New Horizon as a whole, and just what's next for Animal Crossing. Because truth be told, we don't know, but this could point signs in 2 different directions, or none at all, or I don't even know. But please feel free to like and comment and let me know what you think about this update. What do you think about the future of Animal Crossing? And also hit that subscribe button if you want more conversations like these. This is my first time recording a video for the YouTube channel on the Osmo Pocket as well, so I want to see what the quality look like and what this angle looks like too. So let me know how y'all feel. But let's get into the video. On October 30th, everybody woke up to a very surprising tweet, which was the first thing that was surprising, that caught me off guard, was the fact that they surprise dropped this announcement that Animal Crossing will be getting an update and a Switch 2 version. And it made the internet go out for good reasons. And a lot of people were confused. Like, what's going on? Like, I thought y'all said we wasn't getting this or getting that. Well, we lied. Here you go, bud. Let me tell you about it. And they announced a bunch of different things. And just in case you didn't see that announcement, just a couple of things. With the Switch 2 edition, we got improved resolutions, things like mouse control, what I do believe will be good for folks who want to decorate more. This is one's for the decorators, being able to move things around, remove furniture, move stuff. If you use that function, that would be dope. A megaphone that used to be around, like if you're looking for a specific villager, you can actually go back and use that megaphone and they'll tell you where they're at on the island. And they added 12-player multiplayer mode. And that one right there alone is kind of wild, because will I have to sit up here and wait for everybody to walk in my airport one by one? Because that's going to be annoying. But at the same time, 12 people on the island is going to be pretty dope. But that 12 folks on the island ain't just for show. With the new multiplayer, of course, you got the game chat thing that a lot of people don't like. But it's the fact that there's something called the Dream World or the Slumber Islands now, that you can actually build and create your island, decorate it how you want, not just by yourself, but with your friends. And this is something that people have been asking for a minute, to be able to decorate, terraform, do all of that with your friends. So imagine 12 people on the island and you're out here decorating and building your own theme island with friends. I think that's cool. On top of stuff like the Resort Hotel, which is kind of reminiscent of Happy Home Paradise, Vacation Island stuff. Like it kind of feel the same, but at the same time, I like decorating. That was fun for me, so I'm cool with it. Resetti is here, so I know a lot of people loves to reset your islands. And look, I wasn't about to do that. I've worked so hard on this island. I know I want to reset and start fresh. I'm so glad I never did that, because now we're able to clean up certain parts of the islands whenever we want to, and that's a W. On top of like certain Nintendo consoles being able to play a certain retro game, which a lot of people be like, well, it's behind the paid service. I'm pretty sure most people these days that have a Nintendo Switch is paying for the online, especially if you want to use the rest of these features. You're probably already got online. That's not really a big thing to me. On top of the fact that I can play these games already with my Nintendo Online subscription, that's just another nostalgia thing, something cool to see. I ain't got no problem with it. But of course, also the collabs with Zelda and Splatoon and Lego. I think that's dope, just being able to see these partnerships, especially with Lego. They have had a dope partnership over a while, making these different type of Pokemon things, Mario TVs, Game Boys. To see that in the game is dope. But that leads to what my question is for everybody out there and today, and what a lot of people are probably thinking right now. What's next for Animal Crossing? And I mean, it's understandable that people want to ask this question, because you told us 4 years ago, 5 years ago at least, that was the last thing that we were getting. And I kind of understand it, because if you don't know, it's the same team that works on Splatoon, so they got done with Animal Crossing and moved on to Splatoon 3, did that thing with that. And then we know that Splatoon Raiders is coming out too. So that's like, okay, so is there room for more games? Like, is there room for a new Animal Crossing? You dropped this update out. You went back from your word and told us that we wasn't getting nothing. And you gave us a new update. Why did you do that? And it kind of points a couple ways. For me, I think it either means that it's a long way off. We got 2, 3, 4 more years for the next Animal Crossing to come out. Or that could be, hey, let's get people excited for Animal Crossing again because we got something in the works that we're going to show you a little bit later. And me personally, I didn't think we would get Animal Crossing again this soon anyway. I thought that would probably be like a mid thing or maybe 2, 3 years after the console came, after the Switch 2 came out. But I thought that's a game that sells a system, so I wouldn't put this on the Switch right away, or just you want them to work on it a little bit more. Plus, we also know that Splatoon Raiders is being worked on. It's coming out next year. On top of all the other cozy games that are coming out in 2026 that kind of scratch that itch. We already know that Tamagotchi Life is coming back. And we know that Pokecopia, however you say it, is coming out in 2026 too. And that's a whole nother slice of life game. All 3 of those games will compete with each other. And I think it's probably best that Animal Crossing doesn't come out next year or anytime soon. And I'm fine with that because I want them to work on this game and make it the best thing that it can be. So yes, there is a chance that it's a long way off, but is that a bad thing? Possibly, because a lot of people got their Switches because of Animal Crossing. A lot of Animal Crossing fans need something new. We knew before this day update that people were reaching and begging for crumbs, and we finally got something. And that's why a lot of people are happy, but it could be very well off in the future. Who knows? I think it might possibly be actually sooner than we think. But I'm okay with it if they're going to work on it and make it something new and innovative, because me personally, when it comes to New Horizons, I didn't think that game was empty or it wasn't a lot to do. I think because it came out in the pandemic, we played that game a lot more than people usually play Animal Crossing in one sitting. Especially when it comes to content creators. We got treasure islands, we got people playing this for content. And when it comes to Twitch, a lot of content creators boomed with Animal Crossing. During the beginning of the pandemic, this game was how people connected. So I don't think New Horizons lacked content. It's just we got a lot of it. We went through it real fast. We had time travelers that was trying to get everything, trying to compare their islands and try to be the best island as fast as they could. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's how you play it. But I feel like Animal Crossing was always meant to be played in slow paces. When I played it back in the day, Wild World, New Leaf, population growing, I played a couple hours a day at different times to see if something would change. It was one of those games where you took your time with it and come back to see if something changed, if something was new. It was cool to see the season change in the game. It was cool to see who was on the island that day, what type of event was going on. But with nothing to do, sitting in the house for a year or two, the game is bringing you joy. You want more of it. So I understand why people play it that way. So what's next for Animal Crossing? What do they need? Let me know in the comment section what you think they need. I know some complaints where they could have brought back mini games, give us more things to do with our friends. You're adding all this multiplayer, but what more can we do? I understand that. I kind of agree with that. But also, this is one of those games where you probably got to use your imagination and try to figure out things. That's what it's always been. I've seen some very creative things from creators all over, but that starts to run out real quick. So the next game has to be very creative if they want to keep the fans engaged and happy. But I hope that they're working on it and doing something great. But I'm happy for new Animal Crossing content coming soon. Are you? Let me know in the comment section. And thank y'all for watching this video. That's all from me. Got any feedback? Let me know. Any thoughts? Let me know. But thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a good one, and bye-bye.